Here's a look at the final numbers for the Democratic gubernatorial race. Pingree had more than 111,000 votes. Shaw had nearly 87,000. After her victory early this morning, Pingree holding a press conference. Here's a little of what she had to say.
This campaign is about housing that allows young people to actually stay here in the state of Maine. This is about health care that we can afford, no matter what corner of Maine you're in. Again, whether you're in a rural hospital in Holton or urgent care in Portland. It is about Maine's potential, a real future for our kids, and the people who are working all across Maine just to get by.